And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score is 49ers nothing. Brett Maher set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McKinnon looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making him...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sheldon Day, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Mike 54. Hey, man, watch the boot,
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, their opening in the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on third down. Garoppolo, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 13. On play action, now Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. On second down. It's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, 46. Here I come. Mike 56. Mike 56. Henry. Not today.
Prescott from the gun. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
21. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
Check. Danny. Here we go, 46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on.